Good morning. In this week's Sidra of Yitro, we have the epic giving of the Torah, the most momentous event in human history. And I'd like to share a few observations with you from the Kotzker Rebbe and from the Meshech Chochmah. The first one is that Hashem makes a tremendous spectacle regarding the giving of the Torah. The mountain is on fire and the flames are burning ad lev hashamayim, until the heart of heaven. And we have this image of these fiery flames that ascend all the way up to the sky, to the heart of heaven. The Kotzker Rebbe asked, did the flames really reach up so high, and is there really such a thing as the heart of heaven? His answer is beautiful. He says that the flames, the purpose of the flames was the inspiration, was to inspire and enthuse the Jewish people. The flames burnt with such power and magnificence that the heart of every person present became a heart of heaven. The fire burned ad lev hashamayim, until the heart became a heart of heaven. The second point that the Kotzker makes is that it says the entire nation, kol ha'am ro'im et hakolot, saw the voices, they saw the sounds. And Rashi points out this is miraculous. Normally you hear sounds and you see sights, but they heard the sounds. So the Kotzker says this is an amazing miracle, but what purpose does Hashem have in showing us the sounds and graphically illustrating it? Very clever answer. He says, if you hear in Hebrew the word law, law can mean no, lamed aleph, no, do not, and law, lamed vav, can mean for him. So he says, when Hashem is saying, lo tirtzach, lo tignov, if you just hear it with your ear, maybe he's saying, do not steal, do not kill. But maybe he's saying, for him you should steal, for God you should murder. And on that he says Hashem wanted to absolutely clear that idea that that is not what he intended. And so he presented a multimedia experience, a visual aid, when he taught them the Torah. He did not just say, lo tirtzach, do not murder. It's lo tirtzach, that they could see it's law with an aleph. Do not murder, not for him you shall murder. Next point the Kotzker makes is that the Torah tells us with this incredible spectacle, Vayara am ve'anu, the people saw and they shook, V'yamdu merachok, and they stood back. So the simple explanation is they were so affected by what they saw that they felt they had to withdraw. But the Kotzker said this is in a sense an indictment on the Jewish people here, on people generally sometimes. That he says people can see the most incredible thing. And they can be moved, vayanu, but they can still stand far away, v'amdu merachok. People can be exposed to the most miraculous occurrence in their own life, something that they've witnessed, something that they've heard about, and they can genuinely be impacted by that. Wow, that's amazing. V'amdu merachok, but they can still stand far away. They can still stand at a distance. And that's obviously not the way it should be. The way it should be is that when we hear and we're impacted and we're moved, that we then do something about it, that we take that inspiration and we commit to something because of it. We change somehow because of it. The last insight from the Meshech Chochmah on the same idea that the people draw back, but he bases it on the smoke. He says the people see the smoke of the mountain and they draw back, and then they say, Moshe, please will you teach us the Torah? What is it about the smoke of the mountain that causes them to draw back? So under that he says, we have a Gemara which tells us about Olam Haba, about the world to come. And it says that somebody who is free of jealousy will experience the true pleasure of the world to come. But somebody who has within him some jealousy, he says, there will be a cloud, a film of smoke. He'll see smoke in front of his eyes always in the world to come. And the point the Meshech Chochmah makes is that the Jewish people had brought themselves to a level of oneness and unity that was such that they were now fitting to receive the Torah. The famous drasha, ki ish echad b'lev echad, like one man with one heart, was standing there ready. However, they still hadn't completely purified themselves. There still was a little bit of jealousy, a little bit of one-upmanship, a little bit looking at the other person. And so he says they realized when they saw the smoke, this was the smoke of Olam Haba, this was the smoke of the jealous of the world to come, and they said to Moshe, we're not there yet. We actually need to step back a bit. We need you to accept the whole Torah for us. You who are completely full of jealousy, to to take that and transmit that to us, and then please God, we'll be able to make the journey in time. Shabbat Shalom. Have a wonderful Shabbat.